to have you with us from Inglewood, California. SoFi Stadium, one of the great venues in all of sports, and what has become a terrific bowl game over the last few years, the LA Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Got it behind the line. It's Genty. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
To the air on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Looking for room, it's Genty. Snowed under by the defense.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, You set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go right back to it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances. Third downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to...
And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown Broncos. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Hawkeyes pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Right back to it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Keeps the legs moving.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Shows him the stiff arm. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense has a 2nd down play. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's McNamara. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Now he's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Keeps it and gets past the chains. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will score! Touchdown Broncos! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll give it to the back. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. The inside handoff. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's McNamara. He's got his man. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Takes the handoff. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying play action. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that could collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll give it to Johnson. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're working that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with them and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these in routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Genty. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a...
Got a lot of running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws it big.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Bowman. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Movement here from the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It is perfect. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. And that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Gets it out quickly. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He breaks the tackle. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Now on third down for this offense. Give to the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes the grab. It's Gill. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting a touchdown.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Back to pass, it's McNamara. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
They were trying to throw to get that 2-point conversion. It falls incomplete, and you got to wonder, was that the right decision to go for 2?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
To the ground with the back. Still running at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys, and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, they missed a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Right back to him on the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. On third down, going up top, using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Back to the ground with the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Terry. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. It's Genty. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. And for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Going to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Power football with the run. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Now 2nd down as they try to run this clock. They go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Leaves it with the back.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to run for it. And the Hawkeyes get it past the sticks.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another 1st down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happened.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Big fullback's got it. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Going deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You always try as a player to say the weather means nothing. Cold is a mentality. It hurts, okay? The ball feels like a rock. It gets super hard. It's really hard for quarterbacks to grip that thing and make accurate throws. And how about that? The defense comes out, makes a big play, creates the turnover.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. Give to the fullback. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Bringing it back, it's Genty. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this.
And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He'll work his way down to the 28. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and his speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with it.
A shot toward the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's back breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big five.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.